known as Jaga P, has stated that he doubts if Ace Ghanaian dancer doubts if Ace Ghanaian dancer Nana Kwesi Ajiman, known as G-Man, now a pastor, is truly a man of God. Jaga P and G-Man were thrown behind bars following the shooting of a taxi driver in 1995 by the latter.
Wow.
Oh, of course.
That make us answer.
G-Man.
But that could be what 3 birthdays. The exact questions be a man answer. Or baby or the wallet or the other document by US. No, what dear.
Yeah, I see.
Or got you vote ID card. 3 birthdays. That's a bizarre age. You didn't be at the
Yes, say G-Man was convicted of a first-degree felony and sentenced to death by hanging on May 15, 1996, while Jaga P, who was said to have hassled the taxi driver and was holding him before the shooting, also got a life sentence. Speaking in an interview on TV3 on Friday, G-Man, while answering a question in line with the current situation of Jaga P, said he has no idea about him. And I quote, he said, "No, because you see, there are some friends known as fair weather friends. I talked about it in the book." That is what G-Man said. So now he describes Jaga P as a fair weather friend.
It's not
now,
weather, but fair weather.
Fair weather friends are people who hang around with you when the weather is good. When the weather is bad, they will turn their back on you.
And those friends are the ones I want. Please, I need fair weather friends.
You want those who turn their backs on you?
I mean, because if you turn your back on me, you teach me sense.
Yeah.
When people turn their back, they are your teachers. Like a young lady who, I saw something on Instagram, a guy is crying, okay, the phone knows, fear women. Oba me shiano, nani ma me say, yes, you cry, fear woman. Fear woman. But when I tell me right here, now, Oba, that's the end of the fear woman. Say, get no shiano, now we GSS,
SS, no tiani school fees. And now call nursing school, me boy. Yeah, we follow trend, of course.
We follow trend, but
we follow. And now, of Otia, a girl ni fees ni bibi. I say one time, girl ni friend is so baby. If I say me bow or na me be rest, I can't buy no be die. And no Johnny phone. I feel when we say girl when you be 30 miss call, sweet mommy be friend. No, so sweet mommy they say me na today. Mommy fana me kwa me ka hello. I feel on fire. Or say dear cry. Post no two na me say fana na one fan na yakosi say na yes sir. Cancel to swear.
Now maybe be say mommy, when you story no. Say girl need that wo ewa with them. Nani phone na ring here. Was it right for the guy to pick?
No.
Number 2. If the
big no.
Okay. Number 2. Say girl no ewa SS1. No po bi aboa na boy ne boa na. Ewa ho kwan say obebie na no kasa wa boa na.
One thing I may realize is the fact say wa bo obi doesn't mean I also door back.
Now all one no di na no di no. A shower 1 round is more than $20.
Oh my God.
This guy is a stupid young man. You tell me fear woman. So I wrote under his post that fear woman, the time you are paying this girl's fees and she comes to lie down your place, she raised her leg, no one did left and right. A shower is kind of the master Jimmy say for a yasi to a yasi.
I thought to say a crack.
Said once I want to say, no, so I don't can tell me. I don't I mean, we tend to disgrace women. Say fear women because you are paying her fees in SS1 and another person is stopping the thing. Whilst they are paying your fees, they fuck you like something. They have sex with you as if they have paid your bride price. Who born dog that you are paying somebody's fees? So because of that, she should. I tell any woman watching me, be a fair weather friend. If a young man pays your fees, takes you into a trade, and you graduate and you marry that man, you are a fool.
I don't agree with you, Karen.
Well, let me tell you why I say you are a fool. And I
don't agree with you.
No, I will explain to you. I told you that as I brought you, I didn't bring you to come and agree with me. So your disagreement doesn't change anything that I say. Objection is can be overruled by 400 times. I repeat what I'm saying again. Hear me, my sister. Hear me very carefully. Look, it's very simple for you to understand. Say, any man who makes you who you are will never give you peace of mind till you die.
It's all part of a relationship near home. No, be a fan of my dream.
And I relationship.
I'm in talk credit him out, and also I talk credit him.
And I'm talk credit him what?
Maybe it says an act of kindness.
Kindness from what?
Hold on. That is also a love
kindness by force.
And not by force, but it's a love language. And your composure, but I make it is a love language.
And your love language.
It is.
No, please. When you are talking to people like me, what is love language? Me person me treat love language wa me ne wo air train plan. Now me decide say me talk credit amount and your love inti.
Oh, what day?
Oh, let him provide talk credit.
Oh, tie. Say kindness, but I love.
Debbie.
No,
No, separate the two. Many will air train plan. And planting way in tem. And planting a midnight soon to be a minion or I asked him to talk credit now.
Debbie, and assassin which I can. And I saw when I
want to see Obi while in here do any shall.
Oh, Debbie, that is different.
Then I shall wear them.
See,
no, I shall wear it.
Oh, they tea or bad.
Then I shall.
And you say a professional or a
then I shall.
Maybe ferry somebody no cry.
Then I shall, mammy.
I say, Obi having sex, I know which you are at the end of the day.
In what?
Eh?
In kind?
In
appreciation?
No, but usually it's in cash.
No, check the definition. No.
Oh, but usually
no.
Is in cash.
Check the definition of prostitution first before you say this.
Do they take in kind as
well? Exchange of pleasure, kindness, favor. That's prostitution. And your baby, I won't worry, you know that we are show.
Okay, I know they're fine.
First watch me, chow, young folk. Miss Bell, I want to say.
Oh, see, I know why am I digressing?
Oh, so when the young man is saying, say, fear women, and the fear woman is say, was spending this guy again.
Yes.
And the first thing is that whilst you are spending money, you are also enjoying this girl as if she's your wife. You've not paid her bride price.
That's
correct. But the slightest issue that happened, look at the nonsense you are doing.
It wasn't slight for him. Who funny say slight?
No, what is not slight?
But it looks like the girl cheated on him.
Hey, don't use this word when I'm sitting here, please.
No cheating.
Do you know what cheating is? Cheating is the right reserve of the married. Because if you're not married, you can't cheat.
So when you're in a relationship with somebody, now who play the
when your boyfriend dies, will you be a widow? When your topic, you get you the harm.
Maybe see, baby. Me am a Juma now. See me, man. I'm better now. Show.
So now. Yeah, mouth shine.
I love it.
I'll bet you. You bet this guy you're free. But the person change say, "Oh, boyfriend, who are you? Don't become a widow." And when I'm going out with you and you die, don't become a widow. No, so there's no strings attached to boyfriend.
There, say relationships be what so crossing our way.
What's it?
Relationships be what.
The one and catch us and pranching yet the sound. Our dear Jimmy, dear Timmy, who can say the
Oh, when you Jimmy, it's a blessing from God.
From where?
From God.
Yeah, that on so another liar. I saw when I call.
Yeah, but care no waha.
David, I saw when I
said marriage was instituted by God,
and He gave it back to man. You're talking to a theologian. Be careful.
Of course, but He's the third.
No, he's
God
not.
is the third chord.
For what?
God is the third chord in marriage.
Please excuse me. I mean, you see, these are the lies they have told them. And let me end this lie and start my topic for today. Because get away, meaning best face you. Because get away, over too many mental deficiencies. She's having a lot.
We have to correct these things.
Because our mental problem, man, wana mbesha dachino. On board down by Shamo the best scawana. The best me share this. See me. Our dear. You see what the Lord has put together.
Yes.
Me, my marriage. I'm a pastor. God didn't put my marriage together.
Hey,
what's your issue?
I said that now, okay, counselor. And who did?
The law.
No.
And what the law has put together, a judge can put asunder. God didn't give my wife.
There were law, there were.
There were.
And there was spiritual.
There's nothing spiritual about marriage. Forget about it. They're lying to you. That's why when a man is abusing you, they say pray for him because it's another demonic attack.
No, that's what I mean. I don't pray.
You pray what if it's not?
I don't pray.
If that thing is not from God, why would you pray?
I don't pray. Now, nipa na abuse me.
It is a sign that the devil is at work. Pray.
No. I know they mean.
I won't abuse you. When a man abuses you, where do you go to? You go to church or you go to the police station.
Abuse assembly has nothing to do with God instituting marriage.
So if God is in something, God is the one who has instituted marriage. Then they are beating you. You say it's not from God.
No.
So when the man beats you, the man is not from God.
There are issues in marriage.
Madam.
There are issues in marriage. It doesn't mean that God...
There are no issues in marriage.
Oh, there are problems.
No, there are no problems in marriage. Please.
But there's no perfect marriage.
There's private marriage. Please.
What's your definition of a perfect marriage?
My own.
What makes it perfect?
My own.
What makes your own perfect?
Will you marry me?
What is your own?
Will you marry me?
No.
If you marry me, then you know how perfect.
Because if I marry you, wahala. Hey.
No. So you see that marriage has no problem, but the human beings like you have problem. Ladies and gentlemen, my topic for today is when you marry a mommy's boy, how do you manage that weak husband and the mother? As for issues that my lady here has, read some messages on Facebook for me. Then I come to my topic for today.
Okay, so I would start with, I mean, there are a couple of messages about already. It's in no random. I would say Gina Succulent or say Counselor near on point pa chai. Hey, and anana ma yirenchiwa piedu or say hashtag Fawayasi
Two here.
Yan
US Embassy.
Aha. And Afrodrams Junior or say Wodajuni Nanka with the emoji na esreno. Then Afrodrams Junior or say I love Counselor Roth.
But that's Miss Lobo pa Bradian Wale.
Oh yeah, be mama pacho abuche.
Kafra. And they're sending mobile money this year. Zela 862-215-2007.
Pastor sign repeat number
862-215-2007. Zela account for US. Now we're gonna do 055-000-5077. Your Mumu account 055-000-5077. Unya pay massima no I mobile money. I'm to be some idea so you
Thank you. Last message it's from Nanama Yurenchiwa Apie. To the great counselor of our time. And Evelyn Chegasi, hey, we are now going to treat the topic. We are making counselor talk too much. I have to. He's bothering me. Hey.
All right, so thank you very much. Your message will be read. Thank you very much for telling us this month. Thank you for bringing us that notice of the sound. And as you're watching, when things go bad, just alert us so that we'll do okay. So thank you very much, Evelyn, for coming. Thank you, Gina. Hey, Gina. Gina is in the US here. Gina, I'm even here. You don't even want to find me and look for me and then do something with me. When I'm in Ghana, you behave like I am your sumptuous Digibaku. When I came right now, you're behaving like I am out of coverage area. All right, thank you very much for reading the best. So this messages was read by
Ruru. Hey. Can you hey, RUU on Facebook? Thank you. Ruru.
Lulu.
Well, L no R your problem. Ruru.
Hey, shit, man. Look, hey.
Ruru.
Kumerica, look, hey, shy. I'll go come and use my.
Okay, Karu.
Lulu. So, ladies and gentlemen, the topic is very simple. We are talking about managing a weak husband. A weak husband and a mother-in-law. In the first place, usually when we talk about a husband, who is a husband is not a baby daddy. And tomorrow, by the grace of God, I'm going to treat a topic called how to manage the baby daddy. Tomorrow is the management of baby daddy. There are some baby daddies are behaving like husbands. In a Jimmy form band, so. Onu back until no one so do. Okay, Jimmy sorry, yes, so John Sofa, Jimmy, Upa John Sofa, men, you suffer, who you suffer, nothing, now you say, who so got to Musa. And I just have a neighborhood, and I bear me do our back. I plan a papa Jimmy for Mimisica and Addition Kolan. Never sign out go so de Aquia go so. How do you manage the baby daddy? How do you manage baby daddies? Tracy Bachina Moses say, Ne man of cranny meaning yes, woman, your major. If you're saying a man, Papa, you by your son, say, Krumsa, friends and Miss Bear by your name, Papa. But how do you manage the baby daddy? And Crawford would be a double jump near commercial. And I want Banner Papa, and Necro are going good deals to go to be 4,000 Ghana City. The American say, how do you manage the baby daddy? Any option by Nayaka, who is a husband? A husband is not a man who have been pledged that she be on your husband. And the Abrante be of fear brochire by a share boss of and your husband. Makachos Abrante be of fear brochire, especially United States of America and UK. About Ghana so by already 40 years on that only baby or your stupid man, men pretty or your abuser. Or be a pen with US.
There be say be an our suffer broken heart. Be he's or a product of failed relationship.
And the failed relationship, but Ghana over the other.
Say Ghana na oh say
the man Jimmy me that say me that say
so me did in matter mo
me that say Ghana na management
so be an do akodi ho
e do na akodi ni hu na actually no be ampe no America
oh it can be
sir
America ha nice girls or nice guys for I
don't know if you about Ghana
a choice
a preference and they bring the girls here and abuse them.
Are you sure?
Please, if you get 10 women, that 40-year-old men come and pick. 8 of them are going through serious abuse in this country.
What kind of
abuse? Because they believe that when you come, the way you came like a cockroach, remain as a cockroach. What are you talking?
And they say no, they
thank you very much. Then Obisana Meka and so by onya shame wame. What yana me feed you? But what if he said, get on buy now the water they call laundry. On buy what the junk food. On buy your house is not kept, but she has not come to stay in your house. Or maybe animal would ahomache ukote brima enya shawo na bedi uda no ti ko ban sia na de wura mu morning glory assemble na meka no kwa tell you wedding straight na bi tell kan oni oba ba se no ye wura ma se sha nko eland bibio o si wunyam o hata ebi mkurapo ento na dryer emma e man of dem wote no o ti me backyard no is enough to dry things.
There be a high end dry nyama wa America.
No here I have no there's a home here. There's a home. There's a home in New Jersey. That is a compound house like this place. And the man doesn't have a dryer. He says the dryer takes more electricity. So there's only a washing machine. And the woman washes, will spin it, and will hang them at their backyard.
Wow.
America
said that's a lot of work. Like,
that's what I Jimmy Diaba.
Wow.
America who told you can't so a husband is the one who is going to pay your bride price. Now remember that a husband is a male. A husband is a male. He's a boy and he's a man. Every time you see somebody call a husband, it means that he has officially, traditionally, legally paid the bride price of a woman. So there's nothing called a husband to be. That's a silly thing to say.
So husband to be, maybe you guys are engaged.
So, what do you call engaged?
Say be
what do you call engaged?
Now
what I see when
say ebia guy na ko propose ya share lady na man a ring, promissory ring. Wako hu ebusia for bi kwa wa knocking.
Knocking then.
Knocking is introduction.
Uba blu chira share. Get say extra na there. Bomba. Hey. Get wait here say me pity other topics because get na born too much. Knocking then.
Say bia husband to be na say.
Knocking then.
What shall make out? Knock out the saba be home ebusia for say enche our anybody so.
Eti owu abe okuna.
Oh, there be say your mom pay so.
So ukoye knocking a oba bet na ho.
There be.
Enti we knocking a ye di oba no.
There be.
You hear what knocking enyim oba no.
There be cra.
Mame, enti knocking ehu ni mfaso. Knocking ye bisa, your friend ye kodi bisa.
Enye introduction.
Enye ye bisa, introduction.
Okay, Matse.
Say ye bia ro nam hoyi. Ru. Kafra. Lo nam hoyi. Aye bia better be any one dia na. So that's a question. And the family has the right to take more than 10 people at the same time. The cast will be a husband. There's nothing called husband to be.
Okay.
So those of you walking and saying husband to be. Number 2, when the man has a child with you, it's not your husband.
Yeah.
And me mano, papa, baby, daddy. You.
Yeah.
And when you have a baby daddy paying child support, it's not a punishment. It is a reminder of being responsible.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make you a husband. So when we say somebody is a husband, it is a man who has paid the bride price of a woman. Now we need to finish Instagram media. Said the woman who you know who match the one.
I think so. Yeah.
It's a guy here on Instagram. Me put the email family. It's a me baby. Where you met him? The boss and again all the Saturday. I not trying to film it. At the air, I saw baby another day. Mammy Tribra, and I did the Braka cra. When the new food loss, a manageable. Why? When you say me in penny for Cocos Chow, me tell call. I mean, tell I don't know about that.
Debbie.
Looks so well.
Say what? What's today?
Looks so well.
What's that? Is it the name of a location?
No, it's the name of a person.
Oh.
You don't know Lixtowell?
No.
You have not met
Lixtowell.
You don't know? You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know. You've not dated a guy called Lixtowell before.
As in a name, as in Listowell.
You are spelling it. Lixtowell. Yes.
Lixtowell.
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 Yeah, you've not been linked before. So
oh, counselor.
Have you been linked before? No answer. I told you some questions shall not answer because if I ask you have you been linked before, you say yes on the show right now. Somebody can call the place and come and lick you. So don't answer. Okay, licking is not a sin. You understand what I'm saying?
Counselor.
Yeah, my licking partner. You're talking about this. Hey, show you maybe part two. Maybe I said that do it. So a husband is a man who has paid the bride price of a woman. And once you have the official right to pay the bride price of a woman, then you become a husband to the lady, especially in the constitution of Ghana, especially in Ghana, because most of my followers are coming from the place. The rest of you are Afro-Ghanaians and then what do you call it, constitutional Americans. So they are using a different law, but the constitution here is one marriage. But in Ghana, we have three different kinds of marriage. The first one, not in any other, is called the civil marriage. Civil marriage is the marriage that you marry in court.
Yeah.
One man, one wife.
Right.
If you have any other wife, under the law, it's called bigamy. And that is an offense. That is tantamount to divorce.
Right.
Good. The other one is called the traditional marriage. The more friend or engagement. And a traditional marriage. It is also polygamous marriage. When you do traditional marriage, you can marry more than one. The law accepts it. It's polygamous. It's under the PNC law 111, interstate, in case anything happens. And the last one, not in any other, is called the Mohammedan marriage, which is a marriage that is constructed under the Mohammedan law.
Okay.
Marry 4 to 5 wives and is also accepted. So these are the three forms of marriage. We don't have anything called church marriage. There's nothing in the world called church marriage, not even in America. The marriage is called civil marriage, but the place must be registered. The man must be gazetted. So I'm a gazetted reverend minister who has the right to ordain marriages. So what they do at Registered General's Department is what I do in my church.
So they consult with you, and then
I have a value book, which is called the marriage certificate.
Yeah, the green and white.
I go and take it and come and administer it in my church. So the fact is that when you marry at the court and marry in the church, it's the same marriage. My prayer doesn't change the marriage. There's nothing I do extraordinary. So these two know SDA Church, Apostolic Church, these two know charismatic churches that if you don't marry in the church, I will not bless your marriage. I'm knowing the blessing of the man of God doesn't make any difference in any marriage. It is a waste of time. Very soon I'll start charging people in my church.
How much?
Oh, the value will depend on the type of man coming to marry you. Bear man in the price.
There be and I say a standard rate.
No. Give me a standard rate, Ben. Today that I'm doing the show, we do the price we pay. If anybody else wants to come and do the show, don't pay the same.
I see.
Hey, but I
the value is not the same.
Sure. Look, I keep telling people, say, it should be 100 Ghana cedis.
Counselor, I now saying common.
It should be 100 Ghana cedis. Ya just the code Dubai could $5,000. Because the two in Yasa won't and the value cannot be the same. So if you are him,
well,
and to your Bema be who not would try a D board or really a cassette tiao or Bema to meet now so and what that after sex being on the catch and say, so what is this chaka thing that I didn't regret having sex with you and you are lying down crying? No. Somebody else will take that sumptuous vagina, lick it and lick so well and give thanks to God for your vagina. Men, so a husband is the one who has paid your bride price. A husband is not a man that you have supported to pay your bride price.
Oh, yeah.
As I'm looking for Mujimiason. Now, and I don't want anybody to marry me with local GTP. I like Hollandese. So I want to buy my own cloth and bring it down so that you can add it to the things. I want things to be done in the American way. I have a particular dream ring that I want. So I wanted to buy the ring and send to you so that you add it to the things and then you can. You know what we do?
Yeah.
That's foolishness.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah,
That's so. So when a man wants to marry you, he needs to go through the mill and pay your bride price. It is not wickedness.
Yeah, you need to earn it. It's only no one so yeah, there be because at the end say now what man emra be I said yeah, one man.
Are you a wife? Are you a wife?
I'm a wife to be.
No. Shit. Girl, what problem? Husband to be.
Me say I'm a wife to be.
No, you are not.
Debbie,
I gave you the warning. There's nothing called to be.
me say na me say be man na express interest.
If a man express interest in you, he has not married you. So everybody has the right to come and marry you.
Of course, na be as I say our any na be cost 500,000.
Na only be.
Na and so only be OOB. E be at 350.
350
raising 150.
So if you meet women like this who have patience to wait for you to go and gather money and come and marry them, a man, you are lucky. And such women are burden in society. They are the type of women you can live with them in your mother's house and they will never put pressure on you to go and buy a land.
Listen.
Hold on.
Because no
you are not in the market.
No.
If your market is so valued that everybody is coming, will you wait for a man to go and get up 500,000 to go and marry you?
So most of the girls out there who are waiting for them, or my mistake?
They are fools.
Oh. Okay.
Ghana for
I give up.
No, giving up and catch show. No. What you can say? Becoming a husband to a wife is where a man have adequately prepared to pay your bride price. When a man cannot pay your bride price, he's not qualified to have you as a wife. That's the first thing.
Cannot is different from maybe an honsun.
Now, then your friend honsun you're the one there.
Say be a now.
No, honsun you're the one there. Then.
Ebi a ushia guy na nche na nejuma say.
Eti nejuma say how about you be a only juma?
On say circumstantial.
So you are the burden reliever.
No, be try na dey ejuma. Dey me come tearful.
Say dey.
Enti say
dia. Eti wunua ba me be wale na me juma say a. Ontina se ntwa na me nya juma bra be wale no.
Say love endures.
Endures where?
It's a fine guy.
Love endures for a man, not for a woman. No woman can love a man. Love is the beauty, is the duty of a man. Have you ever loved a man before?
Counselor.
Have you ever loved a man before?
You said I shouldn't answer.
No, have you ever loved a man before?
Yes.
So you've loved a man before?
Yes.
And where is the man? No woman can love a man, including my wife. You cannot love him. Any man you are telling you love and is watching now on Facebook, it's a lie. You can't love a man. I say you can't love a man.
I can't love a man.
No woman can love a man. Love is the duty of a man.
Yeah.
I
need to respect him.
That's all. And your respect is what we equate as love. But you can't love me.
Yes.
Because men are very complicated. Yes. Not women. We're created not to love one thing. We're created to love many things. Yeah. So no one can love a man. So you can't tell me that when I'm not adequately financially prepared to provide you befitting shelter, to provide you enough money so that you can eat and feel who you are, to make you feel comfortable. You should wait for me. Says who? Who born dog? So where is the country?
A lady in that situation would have to leave. Now Uncle Pay will be the market price was wrong.
The question is that you are not there. So where are you living to?
No, but say she's in they are in a relationship.
No. You are not there. So why are you living to?
They are in a relationship. So you leave the relationship.
A relationship is anytime you are preparing to marry in your mind. It's called dating.
Yes.
Dating is not a relationship. That is why immediately sexual intercourse falls within it becomes prostitution. What does it? For the sake of this young lady here, you have 9 types of women in the life of every man. Your mother, your sisters, your cousin, female cousin, a girlfriend. And now watch it. A girlfriend is just a friend who has platonic conversations and relationship with you. So you're my friend, that's a girlfriend. We are what we call a sex mate. Immediately I start sexual intercourse with you, I know my girlfriend. You are a sex mate. Now, from a sex mate, we are what we call a baby mama. It is a woman who has got a child for a man. You are called a baby mama. We are what we call a side chick. It's a woman in life of a man who is married. The last one is called a wife. A wife is a woman whose bride price have been paid. And among all the 9 women, the 4 out of them, only one is introduced. She's called a wife.
True.
Girlfriends are not introduced.
Yeah.
Sex mates are not introduced.
Yeah.
Baby mamas are not introduced. So if you really value who you are, you will not sit down and wait for a man who has promised to marry you. Come to Ghana and see. There are guys in America here who lie to girls in Ghana. And they are waiting for them to come and marry them. Are you aware? Nonsense. Nonsense. Somebody came recently, he's come to marry the girl. Somebody named Battery. They came to lie to the girl on yes. Or by back to America.
No.
Now, what's your name? Who said then? They be alpha crans on your ticket. one be far red, munim de far red. I say, girl be a bow with your character, but girl not Ghana actually knows you Jimmy for. Obi grab 20,000 Ghana and my guy did it to ticket back from her. Later on, after 7 to 8 years, the guy called her back and told her, some people no worry, no, not a whole train. And one say you know, show 22 years of marriage, I born is left and right. Got here an engagement on one the first if America call a guy anywhere the Ghana.
Wow.
Who say wow? I think I can wow, mommy. So we'll talk about who a husband is. This girl doesn't know what we're talking about. Nyama nipa da senior fema edeti hano. Nyama kita no mi table so America. When I'm talking, people don't know where I'm coming from. The book I'm reading is unending because the stories are painful and hurting. I'm saying that a husband is the one who can provide a befitting shelter. My sister, any man who marries a woman into a single room is wicked and evil. It's satanic.
Single room, single no cry.
Oh well, they don't respect.
It's in the definition.
No, they don't respect it.
Yeah.
So you have women who want to start with you in a single room. Any woman who started with any man in a single room, before they get a double room, becomes sick. Some get spondylosis, some will end up having what we call pneumonia because they have a lot of bad effect. As I sit here, I can remove my shirt. You can't do the same to yourself.
No, I can't.
Because the privacy of a woman is so expensive. So if you want to marry a woman and you want to be a husband, provide a befitting shelter. Now, number two, if you carry a woman as your wife, immediately the responsibilities must come from you.
Yeah.
She's not being fed by the mother again, by the father again. She's not being fed by herself. Now she is your first responsibility on earth once you become a husband. So we are talking about who a husband is. He has paid your bride price. He's been able to secure a place to live. So don't marry a poor man. Hello?
Hi.
Don't marry a poor man. A man who cannot adequately give you a befitting shelter. Feed himself 3 square meals a day. There are times that you finish eating and you feel like eating McDonald's. $20 you have to buy to feel Trebia, GND. He doesn't have what it takes. You want to eat ice cream on top. You want to drink soda. There be a no soda. Who when you diabetes? What I say soda, my diabetes. Again, I say you that. Yeah, soda. I did the depending but the bucket was named marry again. So when a man is ready to marry, then these things are ready. He pays your bride price according to the request from your family, not negotiable.
Yeah.
When a man tells you, and run a journal, papa, almost Sunday list in my now, made a shell listen to every one mono. Almost a mitibiaso and meditated sika. Now, America, you know, money me perfect snow. Can you actually baby the way? I made a session on media. They won't find when I'm so family home. Then you have a lady who go and talk to the father and say, Frank and friend is here, Effie, Germany. Or see more the listening saying, Nanya, macho, the mom is more Tommy, and this is a stupid girl. The request for a bride price payment is not designed by the man coming.
Yeah.
When I was going to get married, what we do in our family, it's not the same they do in my wife's family. So it is a request from their end. And the man who is qualified to marry you doesn't come to us for negotiation.
Yeah.
Now, you know, last Saturday I went for a wedding, a traditional marriage. And the chief who was sitting in made a very emphatic statement that naturally, if I want to marry you and you are from a Fijati section, I can't marry you in America.
You have to be at the location.
We have to carry you from America and come to the place because that's where the blessing is. That's why I tell people that if you are not in Ghana, if I want to marry you, and I'm not in Ghana, you are in Ghana, and they let my brother Kweku stand in to marry you, when they finish, I have to have sex with you because I'm not the one who married you. Spiritually, traditionally, immediately she stands in and they pour libation. You are the wife and not me. That is why when they finish marrying you and they post you to us, the marriage doesn't work. They said, so we don't understand it, but I'm trying to let you understand who a husband must be. There is a rule, there's a protocol, there is a format that one must follow to become a husband. Immediately, the man cannot provide these basic things. He is not qualified as a husband. A husband is not a man who is ready to share costs with a woman.
50-50.
It is not husbandship.
Yeah.
It's a business venture.
But it happens a lot.
No, like, in America, you're not married.
Yes, but even in Ghana.
No, it doesn't happen in Ghana.
50-50.
50-50, you're will. You're a chess can.
There be oh. Me carry those times so I may share obi do Obeka just so sister so we hear Jumanti back at home in Ghana. We hear Juma miss me hear Jumanti bills me beche no.
Oh, nipa ni wo Ghana. Ni ma me wo fi UK na.
There be.
Ni busu ni be twa kwa bro.
Bi wo UK.
UK for them no 50-50.
So be a cheso.
Me na people me kasa me eche se wan hwa gigi ye de koro mo jipo goton. But no kura no so dem so dey kan ye he John New Trot. Obi anton gigi wo UK ma me ready yes. But no kura ni ba ko penny 40.
Yeah.
No kura ni ba ko in such a way say e say wusua say bear man you ready so be taking full responsibility. Sharing cost doesn't make you a husband.
True, I agree with
No,
you.
it doesn't make you a husband. So we are trying to establish who a husband is. And I'm saying that a weak husband, managing a weak husband, managing a weak husband and a mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And in all the deliberation, I'm just trying to define for you who a husband is. So that those of you who are watching me and you are not married, you will know where you should stand. That when a man has not paid your bride price, stop calling him mirror. And I'll say about
my husband.
And my husband, because everything is okay. And all of a sudden, if it's not because of the death of the mother that occurred, we're just planning to go marry in January. And the COVID came. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. When the COVID just subsided, right now we put in August, the auntie who is rather following the thing, all of a sudden has fallen sick and he has mouth stroke and we have to postpone again. Yeah. As we speak now, we are believing God that by the end of September, we should get married. And if we don't get married in September, then I don't know what it is. I'm Jimmy for. Nobody wants you. So for you to have a husband, it means that somebody has a band on you. Yeah. And if you read Bible very well, I don't know if you are very conversant.
Band that's in a band on the finger.
Yes, right. It's a symbol. And in that scripture, every woman is a slave to the man. So marriage is slavery.
A slave in context, or a slave as in a slave.
But what's a slave? Who's a slave?
A master-slave relationship.
That's all. That's what marriage is. So my wife is a slave. And if you want to be a slave, get married. You see, you are confused. In the first place, you are jumping to be a wife. Right now, you are refusing to be a slave. Hey, get away with it. Hey, but you see, I'm very excited that people understanding who a husband is. Yeah. Because if I don't establish who a husband is, when I'm talking about who a weak husband is, then we are going to have a challenge. So once we are able to establish that there's a qualified husband and he has all these things, a husband, you know, the Bible says that, and it tells Eve in the book of Genesis chapter 4 and verse 3, chapter 3, verse 16, he says that, and because you have listened to the serpent, this is your punishment. And the last scripture is that, and for the rest of your life, your desire shall be for your husband. He shall rule over you. That was the last statement the Lord told God told Eve. So your desire shall be for what? A husband. Right. So when I see people who are not married to a man and their desire is for the man, I see them to be stupid. That's why I was saying that when you're waiting for him to go and gather money, you are not a husband. And when my wife desire is for me, it is scriptural. Right. It is acceptable because her desire must be for a husband, not a baby daddy. And no, me. And I ask me, I'm not breaking me bed anything. Obi me da. And you're not going to mean who's in a debt here or Bema Yassi. Oh, no, let me die first. Now, me name the friend of sex cry. And to you ask one share, but that's why you're ungrateful. And to me, they're not shame. Son of Tabby, I'm a trend who you're Jimmy for. What do you today? What do you today? Who shall Bema Papi, where do you? What if ye we shack a set to say me and come out born so much in the sky? You talk about it.
Cancel the assembly.
That somebody is sitting down and waiting for a guy to go and marry him. When he hasn't, what's the excuse is because he's the first guy who broke my virginity. Yeah. He's the guy who had sex with me first, and I can't forget about him. Yeah. And I think I'm feeling ungrateful for him because the fact is that he had a good intention for me, but it's because money is not available for you. A lazy man will tell you I can't afford. Yeah. None of us have it all. Even the Canadian Japons, they are still working. Despite he's selling salt, he's selling cocoa powder to make money. If he's rich, he will sleep. Even Bill Gates is still working. Even the one who owns Steve Jobs, he's still doing iPhone
Everybody's
30, iPhone 200.
working.
So when a man is refusing to do extra curriculum duties to bring extra money, he is wicked and stupid. Lazy men.
Yeah.
And such foolish men have beautiful women to marry. When you see their wives, you will cry. And I promise myself, I'm going to marry some people, their wives. I'm going to collect some wives from some men and marry them to prove to them that so or baby, your boss.
Counselor, oh, Beijing for you, no saying. Maintias you.
Don't need me ever.
That's so worry. What worry did that?
Ose.
What worry? Now I could you be your boss.
Ose.
What worry?
So ban nam ha obre. Bema to say me, ma share me, or baby, I will share me away house up with skinny be fee. Ask any Joe, Miss Row. Ope obey ye that actually be a man in your move. If you are in a house of a very good and a responsible man, who you can see Gafiri Gadochi is taking good care of the wife and the children, and the man is interested in you, if you want a better future for your child, allow him to have a child with you and enjoy the estate through your child. Some of you were created to become second wives, not the only wives, and still take care of yourself. See the way you are sitting. Imagine you are a wife to a man who you are still taking care of yourself. It's not an irresponsible behavior.
It is.
Because as you are
by
single,
all standards.
No, as you are single, you are living in a single room self-contained. And a man comes to marry you and still takes you into a single room self-contained. Or you are living in a single room self-contained or a chamber and hall just as a standard girl because that's what you can afford. Then I marry you and take you to my mother's house. You see, you are saying, yes,
Never.
this is what is happening.
Never.
But some of you, it is better for you to be a second wife to a rich, wealthy man who can take care of you so that you can go to heaven. So some of you are second wives, but you are forcing to become single wives in the hands of stupid men. When I say I come to marry you from their hands, what you have a can and some fool them.
But me bow.
I
have a question. What say Obia worry?
No,
not hey.
On one channel, what they show. But you
are not channel.
You provide everything for yourself.
No, hold on. You listen to the question. What's how worry about for Fraba Beckham?
David T. Make a wo. Yeah, wallow.
Yes.
And I will show.
Still, I told make up
everything.
Yeah, I'm service me car.
Everything. Who got to car back to?
I guess I'm a Korea now.
Me buy. Joe, I want to what time.
There be. I know
so you are better off at you being where you are taking care of yourself.
But some my or you're so bonny.
Why bonny?
May or you're bonny.
What about them? No,
but I need to respect the sanity of our race.
No, what do you call sanity?
One man.
When a man marries more than one, there's
sanity,
no sanity
equals one man plus one woman.
That's a lie.
It's true.
There's nowhere in the Bible that's one man, one wife.
Well, can you? What's a civil marriage?
Civil marriage is not a biblical marriage. Me can't. There's nothing called church marriage. Man, me chama this son.
Our Arabia will be to be worried any number.
But what again?
Na person Bible me read quotation. Bible and say
yan kan ni be bia Bible.
Be man be fini ma me ne papa fi akoka oba o yan ka say ma
o de ne yai den.
O ma ye one.
Mesra Abraham ahin o wale ye.
Enya no wasam na ye ka.
Na wasam ne ye ka. O be Bible mu.
Ye ka ye ti wi asem say.
What's your Bible?
What the Bible is speaking to us about marriage.
Have you written your Bible?
No, I can't.
So which Bible are you reading?
The same you've been reading so far.
You take some out and add some in?
No.
So I'm telling you what is in the Bible.
But say Abraham was back in the day.
So you don't take Abraham's blessing?
I do.
So you do, but you hate his plan for marriage.
Why would you say so? Worry being the count.
I have a second wife, and yesterday I'm considering to marry a Nigerian as a third wife.
Seriously, you have two wives?
Yes, I have two wives.
Ampa.
Yes.
I think this is for the camera or what?
No, everybody knows in Ghana.
Hey, okay.
And I just told my people that I need a woman in America to marry to. Because I can't be counselor.
Can you take care of all of them?
But who says I can't?
Because it's a lot of cost.
Now says who?
You can.
Yes, I can. You want to be a third
No,
wife?
please. No, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm number one. Me, boy, me first will be.
Well, these are the women who
are
no, but you see, these are the wicked women in town. Because at the end of the day, the man you are marrying happened to be the seventh child of the fourth wife of the father. Me that you are marrying me.
That's a circumstantial.
No. That's not.
But no.
Personal choice. You see, that desire, that mentality of polygamy is a sin. It's a wicked thought. That you take it from your head. There's nothing sinful about polygamy.
I can't stand it.
I mean, I'm a product of polygamy, and today I am the best husband to you. Why are you refusing somebody to have the same opportunity? Wickedness, witchcraft. Ghana for topic, no man. Now me, I don't know, but maybe a line I won't be able to do. But we have just defined who a husband is. Tomorrow is part 2. I am managing a weak husband, and this woman will be here in the yellow. We are part 2. How to manage a weak husband. I've established who a husband is. We are talking about a man whose wife's car is faulty, and will not tell you. Jimmy for Bema. Obaka are faulty. Or saying Besame for sale, Bocano, Nameton, Namidiskaka, Atobiamo. It's a fair thing. Is it a first deal?
No.
Okay. We are talking about a man who says the rent is expiring and I don't have money now, so I'm considering that is either you find ways and get a loan from work, or we go and live in my mother's place until I get money to pay another rent.
No. I mean, maybe
that's the husband we are talking about.
If I'm in that situation, maybe it's any you see. Let's explore other alternatives.
Which is, give examples. People are watching you.
And yeah, I would support you somehow.
In what way?
For us, because you see, I believe in privacy in marriage. Once we invite third parties into it,
and who are the third party?
Our family members.
So your mother-in-law is a third party.
Of course.
Wicked people like you,
a compounding issue.
Any man, any woman who has a female, who has a male child, is a product of this wicked thing. The woman is talking about.
No, two women cannot live under the same roof. We are all madams now.
It's not entirely true.
It's true. In this day and age, it doesn't foster healthy relationships.
No, when I say two women, if a man is married, any man who is married, and you are fortunate to have your wife's mother in the house, you will grow old and live long.
Well, I mean, in some situations, it helps.
No, your wife's mother will always want the marriage.
There are some of the women who are very nice.
Every woman's mother supports the daughter's marriage.
Of course.
But every man's mother fights the marriage not to work.
Yes.
So mother-in-laws.
Not all of them.
Every mother-in-law is
No, not all of them.
No. Have you had one who is good before?
I'm not married.
So then quiet when I'm talking.
But I know there are good mothers out there.
There's no good mother-in-law. Even my mother is not good.
My mother is good. And I know some mothers.
Do you have brothers?
Yes.
You have brothers?
Yes.
And their wives are happy with
good, yes.
Their wives are happy with your wife?
Very good.
So your mother is a good mother-in-law?
Very well, yes.
Okay. You say your mother is a good mother-in-law?
She is. She's a fantastic one at it.
No, your mother is a good mother-in-law?
Yes.
Because you are married to your brothers.
No, but we have a very good relationship with our in-laws. Like we are
they are suffering.
They are not.
Any woman who is married and you are very close to your mother-in-law, you are suffering.
How?
You are not supposed to have any good relationship like that with your mother-in-law.
Oh, it's supposed to be good. What kind of level of closeness there?
But what is good if it's not close?
Good means it's a healthy relationship.
No, what is healthy if it's not close?
There's mutual respect.
What do you call mutual respect? Now, when I see me, where a mother-in-law is